Good morning. We are so excited to be going through and talking about all of the lessons that we've learned this week. Right now, I'd like to go through and read some sentences with you. Let's see if you can think about what words you know that are part of your spelling words. The boy is planting seeds in the moist soil. Do you remember we talked about what moist means? Moist isn't really wet, it's just a little bit damp. What about the word planting? What did I add to the ing word? Can you see the word plant? I added the ing, planting. That means he's doing it right now. The boy is planting seeds in the moist soil. Let's look at our next sentence. The classes try to multiply the toy coins. If I look at toy and I look at coins, where do you hear that oi sound? Can you see that oi is at the end? So it's our OY. The oi on coins is in the middle. So it's going to be an OI. Both OI and OY are going to say oi. Just where is it in the sentence? Let's talk about, have you read the story yet about Hen and her family? If you haven't read it, I am so excited. It is one of my favorite stories. In the story, the hen's little family grew bigger. If I took away the hens, what could I put there in place of the hens? Oh, you're right. I could put her. Her little family grew bigger. When we talked about the hens, we talked about, you saw that there was an apostrophe S. It means, I own this. You're right. What does the hen own? She owns a family. Good job. So her is another way of showing that it belongs to her. She owns it. I own this. Her little family grew bigger. Good job. What about this sentence? This pen is Ben's. Can you see my apostrophe S? What does Ben own? Yeah, he owns the pen. What happens if I took out Ben's? Would I say this pen is he? No, you're right. I would say this pen is his. Oh, and don't forget to add a period at the end. Today, when you're going through your worksheets, you're going to think about if you took out Ben's or Susie's. You could add the words his or hers or theirs. Good job. There's lots of different ways if we take them out to show that they own something or something belongs to them. Last, I want to talk to you about compare and contrast. You do the compare, things that mean the same, and contrast, things that are different. If you haven't read the story yet, I'm not going to give it away. But I want to think about a hen. We know that the story is about a hen and her family. Another bird is a duck. How can we think about how a hen and a duck, or a chicken and a duck, might be different or might be the same? You're right. A duck can swim. Can a hen swim? Nope, I'm not going to put there. A hen cannot swim. When you read in the story, it talks about their beak. The beak. The beak of a hen is pointed. They have a pointed beak so they can pick up seeds off of the ground. So their pointed beak is different than a duck. A duck is going to have a flat beak. So when they're underwater, they can get some of those plants and they can eat plants like that. Good job. Think about a hen and a duck. If a duck can swim, what might their feet look like that might be different than a hen? Did you say that a duck might have or will have webbed feet? Yeah, it means that in between each of their toes, webbed means in between each of their toes, they have a little bit of skin. It helps them so they are expert swimmers. Does my hen need to have webbed feet? No, you're right. They have sharp claws and pointed feet. They're going to be scratching in the dirt to find seeds and bugs. So their feet are going to be different. They're contrasting. How can I compare them and talk about what's the same for both of them? You're right. Both of them have wings. That is correct. A ladybug has wings. Is she a hen or a duck? No, she's a bug. What are hens and ducks? Right, they're both birds. So they're the same because they're both birds and they have wings. I bet you can think of other ways that you can compare them, that you can talk about how they're the same. You can also talk about how they are different. As you're going through and doing your assignment today, will you think about how things are the same and different? Good job. Make sure you read that story and think if you can guess what is going to happen at the next page.